Hey guys, it's me again. I'm outside, it's a little windy. It's nice and sunny, but it's kind of gusty. And that's why I have this little fuzzy thing on my shirt here. That's gonna cover the microphone so that you can still hear me even if the wind hits the microphone. So, let's see, I'm glad to be here, and we're gonna tell another story about Jason today. Last week, Jason had just gotten through the Clashing Rocks, and he had ended up in the Black Sea with his Argonauts, and at this point, they were going to start searching for the island of Colchis, because that was in the Black Sea. And the island of Colchis is where the Golden Fleece is. So they searched, and they sailed, and they found other islands, and finally they found the Isle of Colchis. And when they got there, they landed, and the king and his daughter Medea greeted him at the shore. And the king was very nice to him, and Medea was very nice to them, and they invited him back to the palace, and they had a good meal, and everybody was happy. And Jason thought, well, I need to ask the king now for that golden fleece. So he asked the king, he said, can I have the golden fleece? I need the golden fleece to take it back to my uncle, and if I give my uncle the golden fleece, then he'll give me my kingdom back. Now the king was perfectly happy to have Jason as a guest, but he did not want Jason to take that golden fleece from him. He wanted to keep the golden fleece. So he told Jason, okay, well, you can have the golden fleece, but only if you complete this task for me. Now Jason didn't know what the task was, but he said, I can do it. I'm brave, I can do anything. He didn't even know how hard it was going to be, but he said, I can do anything. So the king told him what the task was. He said, I want you to go get these 2 fire-breathing bulls out of their cave. I want you to harness a plow to them. I want you to plow this field, and when you're done plowing the field, I want you to plant dragon's teeth. So Jason said, well, I can do anything. That sounds easy. I can do that. So he went back to his ship, and they all went to bed, and then Medea came to him. Now, lucky for him, Medea had fallen in love with Jason. So she went to Jason, and she brought him some magic ointment she had made. Now, Medea was magical, so she was able to do this thing. So she brought him some magical ointment, and the ointment was going to protect him from flames. Any of the flames that the fire-breathing bulls shot out would not hurt Jason. So Jason was able to put that ointment on, and Medea told him one other thing that he did not know. When you plant dragon's teeth, soldiers grow up. Every single tooth you plant, a new soldier will grow up, and the soldier will be fully armed. He'll have sword, he'll have armor, he'll have everything he needs to attack you. So Jason was like, oh, well, I'm glad I know that. And Medea said, well, what you need to do once they all start popping up is you need to take a big stone and throw it in the middle of them. And when you do that, they will think they're being attacked. And when they think they're being attacked, they're going to start defending themselves. And they'll use swords, and they'll just start swinging stuff. And in the process, they'll end up killing each other because they're not paying attention. They just think they're being attacked. So Jason said, okay, I'll remember that. So the next morning, he gets up, he points the ointment all over himself. He goes to where the cave is with all the bulls, both bulls, and he sees when he gets there all sorts of people. There's the king, there's Medea, there's his Argonauts, there's all these people from around that have shown up to watch him get these bulls and to get him out of the cave and to harness them. And most of the people don't think he can do it, but they want to see it. It's a pretty cool event, so they all show up. Now, Jason had the ointment on, so we knew he was protected from the flames, but those were still pretty big bulls, pretty strong bulls. So when he got to the cave, let me show you the bulls, actually. Okay, so these are the bulls, and here's the cave, and you can see the fire coming out of their noses. So Jason gets to the cave. He wrestles one of those big bulls out of the cave. He's able to get the harness on it, and then he calms the other one down, and he puts the harness on that one, and he has the plow behind him, and so he starts plowing the field. And because they have flames coming out and he's got his ointment on, he's perfectly safe. Things around him are getting burned up, but he is not getting burned up. So he plows the field, takes him all day to plow the field, and when he's done, he starts dropping dragon's teeth in, and he's expecting these soldiers to come up because Medea told him. So as they're coming up, he knows they're going to come up, and he's able to be aware of that. And when he's done doing the whole field and planting all those dragon's teeth, there's a whole bunch of soldiers that are fully armed, and they're really strong, and they're ready to come get him. And before they get to him, there's a whole cluster of them sort of stuck together, okay? And what happens is Jason remembers what Medea said to do. So he takes the big rock and he throws it in the middle of the soldiers. And they do exactly what she said they were going to do. They start fighting each other, they start defending each other, they think that they're going to be attacked, and they think something is getting them, so they're swinging their swords, and they end up killing each other. And they're all gone. So the king, who thought he wouldn't be able to let Jason get that golden fleece, ended up having to give him the golden fleece. Now, next week, we're going to find out exactly how he gets that golden fleece, or if he's able to do it. So I'm going to give you some coloring pages, and there's a craft to do with the fire-breathing bull. And so next week, you guys are going to learn about how he may or may not get the golden fleece, but he's going to try to get it next week. So that's it for today, and I miss you guys, and see you guys soon. Bye-bye.